So I'm going to present a study about salt tectonics in the Toulon Belt in eastern Provence. The study area is located on the Bossé syncline southern flank and the northern boundary of the Toulon Belt, which is also known as the Toulon Fault Zone. This area is at the eastern termination of the Pyrenean Provençal system, and the area preserves narrow inverted Aptian-Albion basins that were formed during the major transtensional rift system that was between Iberia and Europe at that time. The area has undergone multiple overprinting, including north-south Pyrenean Provençal shortening and extensional during Bark Arc opening of the Golfe du Lion. And the area preserves upper Cretaceous stratas, and therefore it is relevant to address those questions. When did the Pyrenean orogeny begin in this area? And what was the role of salt in the evolution and deformation of the Toulon Fault Zone? So here is the Toulon Fault Zone. The Toulon unit here is separated of the Bossé unit by the Toulon Fault Zone, which is on the west partial weld or thrust. On the eastern side, it is a weld, and in between, this is the mid-Cenomanian unconformity. In this study, we document the salt tectonics activity in the Montcaume-Les Revestes area north of Toulon. Here are our field evidence for the salt tectonics and allokinesis in the Montcaume area. First, we see here a very important depot center of Turanian and Coniacian with more than 700 meters of sediments, whereas further west they are absent. Those overturned units of Barremian to Coniacian stratas may be interpreted as a flap on the northern side of the diapier, and the geometries observed on the south of Montcaume are consistent with overturned composite allokinetic sequence that developed on the northern side of the salt diapier. This is the salt tectonic model we propose for the area. We represent Aptian-Albion rift faults that are uninverted at depths below underneath the Bossé syncline southern flank. The complex growth stratas and progressive unconformities from Barremian to Coniacian within the southern limb of a Bossé syncline were related to the activity of a salt diapier that was squeezed during the Pyrenean Provençal orogeny, and that is nowadays a weld here. And on this section we represent the flap that has been thrust during Pyrenean Provençal shortening. So as a conclusion, we document continuous allokinesis from Lower Jurassic to Upper Cretaceous with a growth of flap and allokinetic sequences within the Toulon Belt. The Toulon Fault Zone is a major salt-rich fault zone related to Aptian-Albion transtensional rift system. And the Revest salt control depot center here north of Toulon is localized but indicates consequent salt mobility during Turanian and Coniacian, and may be related to an earlier orogenic signal in eastern Provence. And to conclude, Toulon Belt are excellent structures and field analog to study allokinesis within contractional salt tectonic settings.